So now I will be doing the same as I did for my React or Next.js application on my Vue.js app. And here I will be following what I call the hybrid approach. So first we make sure that we keep the initialization here in the main.js. So then we are authenticating through Discover, and we can play with APIs and generate the tokens and so on, also together with the user ID. So for doing that, first I need to import some of the functionalities I need from the packages. So basically what I have here is that the add to cart, the PDP view, and also I want to use the page controller, so then I can also send the context the same way it worked for the SDK on React, but this is just nothing, that's just a JavaScript, right? So after adding those imports, then I would like to add the track PDP view event on the page load. For that, again, I'm sending just a hard-coded SKU because this is not a product page again, it's just a home page. And then, as I mentioned, I'm sending here the context values from the page controller. And then I would like to add a method to track an add to cart event. For that, I define here my method that it's called track event, where I send in the same way I did for the React SDK, my product ID, quantity price, and price original together with the context. So here I added just an anchor add to cart to track the event. This is almost, yes, done. So let's save it for Vue.js to compile, and let's open the site up and refresh. We should see again that, yeah, the access token is generated with the search recommendation scope. We have the normal page view as we had before. And now let's see what happened. Oh, sorry. And also we add an extra event that is the PDP view, right? So if you can see here, we are tracking the PDP view. We have the user ID, and we have here context values like the user ID. And we also have the products data like, yeah, the hard-coded SKU. And then let's see what happens when we click on the add to cart here. So yeah, we generated another event. If we look at this one, it's A to C, add to cart. We have the user ID, we have the context, and we have the product data. In that case, we have the SKU, the original price, quantity, and the price. So the same way we checked for the React SDK implementation, let's do the same now and check how we can monitor the event from the console. So if we go to the event monitor, we put our user ID, we start monitoring. So let's get back to our site and refresh once. And then I'm gonna click on the add to cart to trigger the other event. Yeah, everything is looking fine here. If I get back to my console, I can see that the add to cart got triggered. If we check the details, we have, yeah, the values, we have the PDP, we have the user ID in the context, and the product data that we sent, right? And then if we look, we have the product view. Again, this is throwing an exception because the SKU that we are using for this test is not existing. It's hard coded. And then you will have the view, the page view again as the one that is triggered by default. So as you can see here, this is another option to implement Discover without going full API and having to write all the code. We are reusing the packages that are also used by the React SDK.